Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Asian Report. We'll be covering the ASX and the Nifty, and it's the 8th of April. So from the low here, as you know, we're looking at wave 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2, and then a nice strong third wave up here for wave 3, and ABC for 4 here, and we're looking up for wave 5. Now, wave 5, all it needed to do is have 5 waves in here and make a new high here. Well, in fact, it doesn't even need to make a new high, it just needs 5 waves in here, but it does look a bit short compared to wave 1 in blue and wave 3 in blue. This looks a little bit short. So it is possible that we've got wave 5 of 3 sitting there, and I'll just go through the scenarios here. So we could have this as wave 5 of 3, and then an A wave down here. Well, let's draw a little A wave here, B wave here, and C wave here for wave 4, and then push up from there. The other side to this is that this wave 5 here is just is still, if I just grab that for a second and copy that and put that up there with wave 3 up there, and we have this here as wave 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4 and 5 here. So this being wave 1 here and wave 2 here, this pulled back 61.8% of the move up through here. So both of them are possible. So we need to know at what point which is which. Okay, so that's what we need to do. We'll go into the intraday here for that. So at this stage here, I just want to leave it open. It does look impulsive down here, but if this is, we can have this as wave 5 up here and that tops in play, or we can have this as wave 1 here and then a sharp wave 2 here. But as I just mentioned, this move down through here does appear to be, well, it appears to be 5 waves. So if that's the case, then we would simply move up into this space here, the 61.8% retracement level, and then we would come down here and we'd be looking at wave C or 4 here. So this little area here is going to be a bit of a catalyst for a turn, because it's either when we get to here, just draw a line through here, we're going to see the market react at there anyway, because it's on the midpoint, the 50. But if it finds support here, then we've got a different scenario here. It'll be something like this, you know how it goes. So if it finds support here, then we'll be going long from that point. So you could go long from here and leave the stop under here. Let's go to the 1 hour chart and look at this in a bit more detail. So yeah, as I just mentioned, the move down here appears to be impulsive. So if it is 5 waves here, and it looks like that, if it is 5 waves here, then we'll come back to this area here, which is the 61.8% is just below the midpoint, the 62.50. So that's kind of good. Because we get support on the 250, we know that we'll be going higher from that point. So that's a bit of a line in the sand, that point. This little move up through here, I could count it like this here. I mean, obviously the 61.8% up here is important, the same as the 50 here, but really it's this block of volume here that's going to be the factor here. So really the real pressure will come in at 62.30 area here, so 62.28 and 62.34, 35 in that space there will be, you know, the real resistance there. So the move up here can be counted as an A wave up to here and a B wave down to here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 coming up into here. So a little move up into this space here, and then it could also collapse from this point here as well. So one of the things that we could look for here is that group 1 here, so 62 is a minor level, then we have subgroup 1, which is 1, 2 and 3 here. So if we get support on that, let's just say the market moves up to this point, it would react from here. If it was going to go higher, it normally stays above the 2. It can spike down to 1.5 and then move up, but it's really that support that we want to find on like that sort of thing here. And you could probably go long again from that point there. So look, yeah, just got to be really careful. If you're going to go long here, then you'd need to just leave the stop under this point here, at least. And we don't leave it on on the right hand side there that says 88. We don't want to leave it at 88. We want to put it, don't want to leave a stop at number 8, so we would move that down to 6. So it would need to go there. So but I'm not going to call a trade in here because this does really appear like 5 waves. So if I go to the tick chart here for a moment, coming down from the top here, 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and ABC for 5, for 3, for 4, for 5, for third and fourth, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. So look, it's pretty clear that it's 5 waves down. The only little thing here, I mean, as I mentioned, I could call this the A wave here. I could copy that here and put the B wave here, and then the C wave finishing here, where that is there. Or we could look at all of this as the A wave here and the B wave and the C wave, and it also could turn bullish from here, but we don't go long unless we've got support on this 50 here. That's the safe trade at that point. This is the point where it can fail from here, and yeah, so we just need to be a bit mindful here. So I don't really know what else to say. If you're going to go long, like I just mentioned, you need to leave the stop at 6186 here, and I'd certainly be taking part profit in the box here because this is where it can fail from here. So this little rally here, if I looked at it straight up, it would be an A and a B and a C to this point here and fail from here, but it's still quite small leg here compared to this leg here. So having it as an A wave to here and a B wave back and a C wave here, then that's important too. So if you're going to short this market, the other thing you could do too is look at this low here, and wherever the high is here, look for the 50-60% retracement level. If that becomes the retested resistance, well, then you know that that's the safe short trade to the downside. So we could say that if 62 became the resistance, then we could short to the downside there as well. Okay, so if we go back to the hourly chart here, so we could have this, we should have some things over here. So we could say that, let's just pretend that you're long at the moment, then if you went long today, then that would be the catalyst for the stop, and if you're going short, then that 62 would be on that side there. And also too, if we're going to be going long, then we need to be having support on top of this level here. So make sure you use the classic trading levels pattern here as the support. So there'll be the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level. You don't want to be triggered in on that. Then you wait for the ABC pattern to come in, and then it'll be up from that point. So then that would be the trigger at that point. So I just think this would be a little bit noisy in here. I mean, yeah, just got to be mindful. And also too, Friday closing lower really sets the tone for Monday as well, even though the US markets are up, and they will probably push up a little bit higher as well, but enough to take these up into this box here. The Nifty. So with the Nifty here, we were looking at this from wave 4 here, just on the hourly chart, up to wave 5. We were looking for 5 waves up. So we've got 1 and 2 here. A little bit scraggly in all through here, but we kind of best fit with 5 waves. And then we looked at this as an ABC correction, coming down, covering the gap. This line across here was the 38.2% retracement level. We were going to go long above here, so obviously you clicked in there. Stop would have been below that. Don't need that one because we could have gone short at that point there. That's the point we would have been wrong at. And it's important to take signals rather than get married to a particular direction as such. So here, this looks like wave, I don't know if that's wave 1 and 2 here or 1 and 2 here, but this is all part of the third wave here, so it's not finished here. So this has still got a little bit higher to go. It could drop back down here, but it should generally stay above this line here. but don't put the stops needs to be lower than that, and we should see a move up into here. So that's where the target would be in this case, and then we'll see some type of correction come from there. So in this instance here, if I can just put this here as TP, take profit there. I mean, maybe you've taken it already, being Friday and also being so close to the 800 here. That would have been the smart thing to do. I'll just leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Cheers.